Sin is fun for a season, but it keeps choking the life out of its victim. The Bible said once you're entangled, then you're overcome. And the end is always worse than the beginning. There is a spiritual force, and it's after the life of God in all of us. Tupac had it all. Tupac had the Rolls Royce. Tupac had the women. Tupac had everything. But one bullet took it away. If Tupac could come back, he wouldn't sing to you about the thug life. If Tupac could come back, he wouldn't talk to you about a gang or selling dope. He would tell that dope dealer to go back to hell where he came from. He'd tell you, young lady, that he would tell you, young ladies, that losing your virginity isn't worth being popular. About a year ago, my wife and I received a telephone call from Mrs. Evander Holyfield. She had been watching our television program. She invited us to her mansion in Atlanta to have lunch. And what I'm about to tell you, a lot of people don't know, but it's the truth. Just hours before Tupac was shot, and he would die 3 days later, he was shot in a drive-by shooting. Tupac had gone to Las Vegas to see Mike Tyson and Evander Holyfield fight. And just hours before he was shot, Evander Holyfield felt led to talk to Tupac in a private meeting about his soul. Evander said, and he said, Tupac, you know what's right. You know you're living wrong. You know Jesus has made a difference in my life, and you need to give your life to the Lord. And he said, Tupac said, one day, but not right now. I'm having too much fun. I got my whole life ahead of me. I know what's right, but not right now. I want to party. I'm young. I want to have a good time. One day, I'm going to get back in church. But Python had already planned. Can you hear in that intensive care unit in Las Vegas as the breathing machine is going up and down, up and down? Finally, Python takes his last squeeze, and Tupac, the superstar, he's gone. Aaliyah, according to her own words on her website, developed her talent in the house of God. She began to sing at an early age the songs of the church. You say, it couldn't happen to me. What's happening to them? It already is, and some of you don't even know it. You're already entangled in stuff. You say, I can control it. The python's stronger than you are. She had made a movie. Her career was on track. She had sold 1 million copies of her record. She had gone to the Bahamas to make a brand new video for her new release. But little did she know she would die at 22 years of age. Do you understand that her movie, even though she's dead, is the #1 movie in America as I stand on this platform right now? And you guys know I'm telling you the truth. Prophetically, it was named. She didn't know when she was shooting it that the name of the movie would be a prophecy over her life. Aaliyah, Queen of the Damned. You listen to what I'm about to tell you, young people. The Lord told me to tell you that the devil targets church kids more than any other kids. He doesn't bother you unless you're bothering him. And the way that Python operates is he tries to entangle you in wrong relationships. You can be on fire for God. You can have a calling and an anointing on your life, but if you start getting wrapped up in the wrong relationships. See, I don't believe that you can just date anybody. I don't believe in dating around. Wait a minute, stop screaming. Listen, You can't just date around. Because dating around leads to sleeping around. The young lady says, but you don't understand. If I don't fool around, please understand, one thing calls for another. Once he puts his hand on your knee, it's easier to proceed further. Once you allow him to begin to touch parts of you, it's easier to proceed further. One thing calls for another. I want you to listen to these words. Ludicrous. I want to lick you from your head to your toes. I want to move from the bed down to the floor. This is not some song that nobody knows. This is a #1 song that's on the radio. Listen, listen. I want to make it so good you don't want to leave, but I've got to know your fantasy. I want to get you in the back seat, windows up. That's the way you like to fog up, all alert, rip the pants, rip the skirt, rough skirt, in the garden, in the dirt, in the sun, on the shade, on top of my Escalade. Baby, your girl, my friends can trade, tag team, off the rope, on the ocean, or in a boat. Yeah, 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 give it to me now, give it to me now. Now, you know what disturbs me? Is there are young people who are sitting out there right now, and you go to youth group every Wednesday night, and you know what's right. You cannot listen to that kind of music and it not take your breath away. Britney Spears has her song that's a top 10 right now. I'm a slave for you. I know I may be young, but I've got feelings too. I need to do what I feel like doing, so let me go and just listen. She doesn't know how prophetic that picture is. I know I may come off quiet. I know I may come off shy. I cannot hold it. I cannot control it. I'm a slave for you. I won't deny it. I won't trade it. I really want to dance tonight with you. I really want to do what you want me to do. And young people sit and listen to that. See, you need to understand something. Your life will always move in the direction of the dominant images you allow to reside in your mind. Please listen to me. If you allow, see, the Bible said that Lot pitched his tent toward the city of sin. He just started looking in that direction. The next time you read about him, he's outside the gate of Sodom. The next time you read about him, he's inside and bound up, because your life will always begin to move in the direction of the dominant images you allow to reside in your mind. Some of you are sitting out there listening to me right now. And some of you precious young ladies, all of these kids are from my church. I love them dearly. And some of you are under such pressure sexually. That guy has told you that if you don't put out, he doesn't want you anymore. And the devil's lying to some of you young ladies, saying if you want to be popular, he'll love you. No, let me tell you what he's going to do. After he uses you up, he's going to go and he's going to sit in the locker room and he's going to tell all his friends what you've been doing, and then he's going to throw you aside and use somebody else when he gets a chance. This is the picture hell doesn't want you to see. Hell doesn't want you to see teen pregnancy. Hell doesn't want you to see yourself in an abortion clinic cutting a baby to pieces.